Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Hello everyone and welcome to your English class. In our lesson today, we'll continue with our fourth unit, which is titled What They Said. Our lesson today is the first part from the grammar lesson in your books, page 50 and 51. All you need for the lesson today is your books, page 50 and 51, a sheet of paper and a pen to take down your notes. So let's get started. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to differentiate between the direct and the reported speech. Also, you will be able to report statements. So what is a direct, what is a reported speech, and then you will do your job and you will report these statements. Let's get started with this. From the previous lesson, we have discussed this question. What do people usually talk about? Regardless of the topic, whether it is sport, politics, health, or these things. Sometimes they are telling what they have said, other people have said to them. I will tell you about what my mother had told me, what my sister had told me, and you will tell me, or you will tell your friends about what I have told you already. So people usually report what they have seen or what they have heard. Some people have told them. And usually when we're watching TV, what we are seeing in there, in the news, it is actually reported. It is not what the reality. The presenter is telling us about what the others have said. So, what kind of events does the news report? We're having a news reporter and he's going to tell us about certain events. These events are about different topics: politics, sport, health, science, and weather. Is the information he's mentioning, or the person on TV, the TV reporter, his own words? Not really. He is reporting. He have heard or read about them, and he's telling us about it, not his own words. Okay, from the previous lesson, the discussion lesson, we have discussed this one. We had a doctor and he was telling us his own words. He said, according to recent studies, pomegranate juice is healthy because it lowers blood pressure, and pumpkin seeds seem to improve memory. This is what he had read about the pomegranate juice and the pumpkin seeds. Now, it is the time for the TV reporter who's going to tell us about what the doctor has said. He will tell us, the doctor said, it means, not my own words, that according to recent studies, pomegranate juice was healthy because it lowered blood pressure and pumpkin seeds seemed to improve memory. Let's try to compare the direct speech with the indirect. What have we changed in here? In here, we're having the is changed to be was, and also lowers became lowered. We're having seem changed to be seemed. So what comes in the present, we have changed it into the past tense because it wasn't said at this moment. It had been said. It was said by someone before now. So we can say in your books, page 51, the reported speech, direct speech, when it is in the simple present, you will report it to be simple past. I have a brother and a sister. Here is the verb, which is have. We will report it. It will be, he said that he had a brother and a sister. Also, I don't like mangoes. We have the do here. She said that she didn't like mangoes. Notice every present will change into past. Have into had, and we're having the do into did. On a timeline, the verb is do or it is. Then when you report it, you will notice that we will go one tense backward. From the present to the past, we will go to the past. In the reported speech, when it is direct, when we're having present progressive, in the reported speech, we will have past progressive. Just like the is will be was, and we will have the has will be had, this time the present is going to be past. I am talking to Mary. Where is the present in here? It is am. We will say, she said she was talking to Mary. The, be, the past of be. So from now, we will change it into the past. It will be from is into was, is are or am will be changed into was or were. Okay, these they are. Back to the reporter, the on-the-site reporter, what did she say? The powerful storm last night knocked down many trees, and some areas of the city are still without power. This is the thing that she had said herself. Now we're having the TV reporter, he said. The on-the-scene reporter, which is this lady, said that the powerful storm the night before had knocked down many trees, and some areas of the city were still without power. This one is a sentence. So let's compare the two sentences, the direct and the reported statements. We have here knocked down have been changed into had knocked down, past into past perfect. Also she said are still without power, were still without power. As we have already discussed, the present into past. So if we're having present, it will be past, past older, so we will go past perfect. So we can say in here, the direct speech, if it is in simple past, did, the reported speech will be in the past perfect. I learned English in Canada. Simple past. We will change learn into, he said that he had learned English in Canada. Had learned. So the simple past in the direct speech will go 1 tense backward from the past into the past perfect, older than that. Okay, back to the interview on here. Here we're having the scientist said, no, there isn't intelligent life elsewhere in the universe. The positive proof is that no other life form has bothered to make contact with us. This is the scientist's words. Now it will be reported by our reporter. What would he say? He will tell us. The professor answered that there wasn't intelligent life elsewhere in the universe. He said that the positive proof was that no other life form had bothered to make contact with us. Let's compare the direct with the reported speech. We will say that has bothered have been changed into had bothered. Present, past. Whether it's perfect or simple, the present into the past tense. In your book's page 51, the direct speech, when it is present perfect, the reported will be in the past perfect. I haven't seen the film yet. Present perfect with have, so the past of have will be, she said that she hadn't seen the film yet. She hadn't seen it yet. So we can say that the present perfect will be past perfect, from present into the past. Then in here, the candidate in here is trying to give promises. What did he say? He's saying to the people, I will build a sport complex and I will not raise taxes. I have heard him. Our reported have heard him already, and he's going to report what he had said. So he will tell us, the candidate for mayor said he would build sport complex and he would not raise taxes. Let's compare the direct with the reported speech. What have we changed so far? Will have been changed into would, as well as the other way, will not have been changed into won't. Would not. Would not. From will into would, regardless positive or negative. In your books, there is a clarification. The reported speech, when we're having any modal, it will be in the reported speech, I will see you later. She said she would see them later. Will into would. Then, I can't come to the meeting. One tense backward, he said he couldn't come to the meeting. Can into could. Then, I have to or I must go to the doctor. She said that she had to go. So have or must will be had. How about if we say may? We may be late. How can you change this model? The past let's say tense backward, we might be late. So just try to remember these. Each one is going to go one tense backward. So to summarize what we have said already, you don't have to memorize the whole thing at which verb is going to go, how is it going to be changed. The first thing that you will do, you will start with the correct introduction. He said, he asked, he told me. The correct introduction based on whether it is a statement, sentence, or a question. Then, if it is a sentence, just write it down, check the verb, and you will go one tense backward. Present, past, past, past perfect. And this way, it's going to be easier. Introduce your reported speech, then go one tense backward. Make sure that it is in the sentence form. Now in your books page 51, here, these messages were left on a family's answering machine. Report what the people said. We are going to listen to these messages. We will read them, then we will try to report them. The first one had said, hello Asma, I may work late tonight. I have to finish a report. What are the things that we will change in here? We will change may as a modal verb as well as have to. And we are going to change these, which are the pronouns, because we're not speaking about, it's not our words, someone else's words. So we will say, he said to Asma that he might work late, may into might. He had to finish a report. Have to into had to. And notice that we have changed I because it's not me, it's him. He said. Another one. Another message. Majid, this is Fahad. The game starts at 8. I will pick you up at 7. What are we going to change in here? The game starts every verb. Simple, present simple. I will, future. I will pick you up at 7. So what did Fahad say? Fahad told Majid that the game starts, simple past will be past simple, at 8, and he would pick Fahad up at 7. So well into would, and we're having starts into started. One more in here. Noura, this is Maha. We had a wonderful time in Abu Dhabi with our family. I am going to come by your house sometime to show you the video. What are we going to change? Let's underline the verbs. Here we had, then we will say wonderful time in Abu Dhabi. We're having also our family. I am going here to show you the video. How are we going to report it? What did Maha say? Maha told Noura that they, instead of we, because you are not part of the conversation, that they had a wonderful time in Abu Dhabi. Had, spent. It's not the modal verb, the auxiliary verb. We spent. So simple past, past perfect. They had a wonderful time in Abu Dhabi with their family. She was going to come by her house sometime to show her the videos. instead of am in here in the simple in the present progressive, here we will have was in the past progressive. Always you will go 1/10 backward. Now in your books 110, exercise B. Complete the conversation, use the notes, be sure to change the time expressions, various changes may be possible. So in each one speech we will have many changes, not only one. Here, let's read it. This one is actually notes, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Monday, the radio station, you won the grand prize. Have to pick it up today. Mr. Harrison wants to talk about publishing article. Is only in town until tomorrow. Muhammad, sorry he wasn't free last week, but wants to meet you for dinner. Now put these in your mind so we can complete the following sentences. In here, we're having the boss and the assistant is a kind of secretary who's going to help someone in his own job. He had the notes, now he's going to report them. The boss would say, what a great vacation. Were there any messages for me? Now he's going to report these messages. The assistant, yes, there were. On Monday, someone from a radio station called and said that you had won the grand prize. But you, Monday, notice what happened on Monday? But you had to pick it up. Notice that we have used had instead of have. You have, it became had. Monday, a gentleman named Mr. Harrison called on Tuesday. And he said that, what does he want to? That he wanted to talk to you about publishing an article. He wanted to talk to you about publishing an article. But he said that, let's continue, he was only in town until the day after, the following day. He is, it is, he was. Muhammad called on Wednesday. He said that he was sorry that he hadn't been free last week. He was not, hadn't been free last week. He was calling because he wanted to meet you for dinner soon. He wants became wanted. Just notice which tense is the verb and go 1 tense backward without changing anything with the order of the sentence. Now, let's try to do this one. The winner of the $5 million prize, a $5 million prize, made a lot of promises about what he would or wouldn't do with the money. Report what you heard him say. Now we're going to listen to that winner, and we're going to try to report what he had said. He won the prize, and now he will say, I will build a new school in my hometown. He gave this promise. What did he say? The reporter will tell us. He said that he would build a new school in his hometown. I change into he. Will be would, and my hometown will be his hometown. Make sure that you will change the pronouns in here. Also, he said, I will help homeless people. What did he say? The winner said, he said that he would help homeless people. He, instead of I, will be would. He would help homeless people. Also, I have already donated part of the money to charity. What are we going to change in here? The verbs I have and the I for sure. So, the winner had said, he said that he had already donated part of the money to charity. So, the have into had. Present perfect into past perfect. One more. I am thinking of financing research into alternative source of energy. What are we going to change? I am. I and the verb to be am in the present. He said that he was thinking of financing research into alternative sources of energy. He, and we're having was, instead of any verb to be is or am, it will be whether was or were. He also said, I won't, I will not squander my money. I will use it wisely. I will not waste it. What did he say? He said that he wouldn't squander his money. He said he would use it wisely. I into he, won't into wouldn't, then my money into his money, then I will became he would. I will into he would. Just refer to the when tense backward. For your homework, choose one part of a news article. Just follow the news. Choose a news article and try to report it. What happened? What had people said? What did they say? So just watch the news, find a piece of news article and report it. Okay? I guess that is it for the lesson today, and thank you so much for your time.